Seriously, don't think standing on a chair is the safest thing to do. Probably can't see me. I'm not wearing a hat. I should try and find my wearing a hat, but there it is. Oh god. Oh god. The bed. The bed is falling. Let's not try and make noise. Okay. I almost fell. There we go. Now I'm back to normal. But, that whole thing reminded me of when I was a kid, when I was younger, and you would play the lava game, and you could only stay on the furniture, but then again, your parent or parents or older sibling that was watching you at the time would get really pissed at you because you were going to hurt yourself. And I have a scar that's like about, I want to say, about 6 or 7 inches that goes horizontally underneath my right knee because of the game, kinda, sorta. When I was a kid, I was a huge, well, because my older brother was a big Superman fan, I was a Superman fan. And, was trying to do the whole flying thing as a kid, and I realized that gravity is way more powerful, especially when you have a rocking chair. A rocking chair can be very dangerous when you're that age, and I didn't realize. But one of the things about it was I was standing on the arm of the chair, and I was trying to jump to the couch, and there was a glass bowl underneath because we just got done eating. And ever since I gashed my underneath my leg open, the rule at the house was no one can ever eat in the living room again until you were old enough or responsible enough not to either make a mess or destroy yourself in a way. But what happened was I tried jumping from the rocking chair, because I was standing on the arm, jumped from the rocking chair to the couch. I missed the couch, kind of fell short because it was a pretty far distance. It was about, okay, for a kid being 5 years old and being really, really tiny, about 10 to 15 feet was, maybe 20 feet was kind of far. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. Maybe it was a little shorter distance, but it was pretty far at that age. And you're trying to jump from a rocking chair to a couch. I also broke the rocking chair, I believe. But jumping off of the rocking chair, trying to land on the couch, kinda was one of the defining moments that I knew that I couldn't fly at the age of 5. And then I fell right in between the two, and then we also used to, the setting up the fort thing, doing that. My sister, just a couple of years older than me, she's 2 years older than me, and we set up this fort, this little tent-like thing in our living room. And granted, we live in like a single wide trailer, which made it a little more difficult, but it was a lot more fun because you only had that limited space. And my mom just got off work. It was a little afternoon, and I had just gotten out of my kindergarten class, and we were joking around and playing around, and my sister got checked out early, I believe, or something, or it was like the evening time. And my mom was resting, and because she had worked from like 6 in the morning till about the time that I got out of class, and then she had to go back later on that night to go do some catering stuff. And basically what happened was I fell, and then there was the bowl. It was a glass bowl, empty. It was empty. And when I went to jump, I fell short, like I said, and then I landed right on the bowl. Next thing I remember is my brother walking in. He's like 10 years older than me. So my brother walks in, and he's like, "Oh my god, what happened?" and all this other shit. Freaked out. And my arm hurts and I just put my hand in front of the camera. But what else happened was he like freaked. I could imagine being him at that moment, but I think he freaked out. I was only 5, but he freaked out and he ran over and he picked me. He goes, "You're bleeding," and all this other stuff. And we run to the back of the trailer, back to where the master bedroom, my mom's room was, and he grabs a wet towel and he puts it on there and he tells my mom, "Let's go, we gotta go to the emergency room." She goes, what's going on? The whole confused, I just woke up thing. And then she finally realizes what happened, and then we went to the hospital and we got the stitches all done. It was like 30 some stitches or more. They did, because it went all the way to that bone that's underneath your knee. It went all the way there, and I was lucky I didn't cut the knee. Like there's your kneecap, and then there's that little soft-ish spot, and then underneath that, where the actual bone is, where your shin, I guess, would start, is where I cut it. And they said if it was about an inch higher, I would have had to get emergency surgery. I would have had to get all kinds of stuff fixed, and it would have been horribly, horribly dirty and expensive and bad and But I thought that was pretty interesting. I just remembered it because of the whole lava game. But yeah, we'll be talking to you. Oh yeah, by the way, going to Socorro this weekend to go check out a friend's band. I'm gonna see if I can get some footage of that, and then also gonna go to we're gonna go to Socorro, and then we're gonna go from Socorro to Albuquerque. So traveling 2 hours from Las Cruces to Socorro. That's a 2 hour to 2.5 hour drive, depending on how fast the person driving is driving. If they go to speed limit, it'll be anywhere from 200, 2.5 to a little over 2 hours of getting to Socorro, and then it's about an hour drive from Socorro to Albuquerque if you go 75. But if you go a little faster, then that's okay. But they have a bunch of my friends have this plan to go stay the night in Albuquerque at a friend's place and then go chill with them and the band and blah 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 blah, and I don't really know the details. They just told me a little bit that if we get there early enough tomorrow night, then I'm still debating on if I want to stay the night in Albuquerque after driving 2 hours. And yeah, reason why we're going up to Socorro is because Thor, my roommate, I don't know if you're seeing me or if you're seeing behind me, but I'm looking right at the camera. But the reason why I'm going up, I was there that whole 2 weeks because of the whole hospital thing and the parent and the funeral and everything like that. But he's going up, and I'm going to go up with, just because I don't want to be bored out of my mind sitting in my apartment with just a computer and no way of getting around, because he's the only one with the vehicle. And with a car, vehicle, same shit. But he's the only one with the vehicle, and all I have is limited people here in Cruces that'll take me places. I have like 2 people. I have a cousin who's older, way older, who's willing to take me to the places that I need to go. But other than that, I'm gonna go to Socorro and go hang out with friends. But yeah, I'll be talking to you. If you see this video, check out the other ones and comment. Don't be a douchebag, but comment and subscribe if you like what you see. If you don't, I promise that there will be more of the Magic the Gathering videos, but also I want to make skits and stuff like that, like I mentioned before. But if I gotta get a job first, and I gotta get the money and the resources so I can actually do what I want to do. So yeah, if you see this, thanks for watching and everything else.